Hello, Midnight Muses here. It has been at least a year, if not more, since I've made a video, but I'm here now, so just gonna jump right in and I'm gonna do a double Boxycharm. I have my Boxy Premium as well as my regular box, and because it's been so long, I thought that I might as well do a double unboxing and try on all the makeup that I got and get right back into it. And then my next video on, I'll probably do just a quick update then. Anyways, so let's start with the small guy. And this month it is the Boxycharm Sweet Treats. Both boxes are going to have the same flap, so they're both going to be sweet treats. I did just open it up as my usual to look at the ingredients, make sure I can use everything that I want to try, and yeah. So firstly, I got a tinted moisturizer, which I'm super happy about because I've gotten out of full coverage for a really long time now. I've just been into like tinted moisturizers and balms and all that kind of thing. I don't know what the color is. It has a pump on it, so we'll try that in a moment. Got some really pretty lashes. We'll probably honestly not use these today because I'm just not feeling like wearing the lashes right now. I got a body wash, which I did mean to try in my shower earlier and then just forgot it in the box because, you know, gotta show off, so I was leaving it in here. But it smells really, really good. It has a kind of light citrusy scent to it. It's the Terre de Mars 008. It doesn't actually say what it's supposed to smell like. Oh, it does say that it has tones of verbena, and that it has coffee extract. I do smell the verbena because it has that kind of like lemongrassy kind of smell to it. It's really nice. Oh, by the way, in the brand, you can see the brand of anything. The brand for the lashes, it says the Monarch Lash Pack. Sorry, I got a new ring light, so I gotta get used to it. It just says Flirtatious Looks. Oh, Flirtatious Looks Cosmetics. I think that's the brand of the lashes. And then for the tinted moisturizer, it's the Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer. And I'm sure the color for that will be fine because it's a tinted moisturizer. Like, it's not going to be super, super colorful. Ooh, I got a Eloise. This is the body highlighter in Champagne Rich. I probably should have also peeled off this packaging because it always takes forever to open and I was not paying attention, which is annoying. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Got the packaging open. Oh, one of the other cool things with my new ring light is I have one of those little like things so I can automatically turn the camera on and off, which is nice. Didn't have one of those before. It was very annoying to constantly be like reaching at my phone. Oh, that's so pretty. That is really pretty. I'm gonna just put a little bit on my hand. I probably should have pumped this first. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. That is, oh, that's really nice. Can you, it looks a lot brighter and sparklier in person. It's a little bit dark for my super pale skin right now, but it blends out pretty well, but it does leave just a little bit of that kind of shadowing, so it's a little bit too dark at the moment, but oof. Oh, that's pretty. That, oh, that is so pretty. That'll be great for summer, and it doesn't feel sticky yet. Like, I'll see how it dries down like fully, but that would be good to like put on the shoulders and on your legs when you're going out on a nice hot day, because I mean, that's something I actually probably will use in this whole COVID world, is a body highlight when I'm just taking my walk around the neighborhood. Okay, and then the final item in the base box Boxycharm I'm so excited for is this Natasha Denona palette. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Like, oh, this color here especially. Cannot wait. Alright, so I'm going to put this down and then go right into unpacking the premium. So in here, again, we have the same card. This one's just a slightly larger of the card because, you know, larger box. But in here we have some makeup remover pads, like the reusable ones. And what I like with this that I've never gotten before is this is actually the laundry bag to put them in. So that will make my life a lot easier. I'm really looking forward to that. I got the Do Not Disturb Overnight Repair Concentrate from Wander Beauty. Haven't tried that. I actually haven't looked at the ingredients on this yet to see if it'll be good for me, but it's a nighttime one, so I'm not gonna use it right now anyway, so I'm just gonna put that aside. More Detachment Denona. I got the Transfix Concealer, which again, I took a look at this, but haven't actually tried it yet. So I've got 2 Natasha Denonas to try today. It's a little bit dark for me right now, but if I just use a smidge, which is really all I do anyway, it's more of an eyeshadow primer than anything else. And then I got the more Fenty Beauty. I got the Butter. Salem! Stop that. Sorry, he's just scratching the couch. Translucent setting powder. I absolutely love this stuff because I haven't filmed in over a year, so you have no way of knowing this. I got the lavender one already a few months ago, and it makes everything set into my skin perfectly. It's super beautiful. I'm actually going to, because they're gonna look roughly the same on my face, but this one is a slightly more like neutral bordering on warm color, better for me in the summer. I'm going to use the lavender one today as my powder, so you'll still see what it looks like, but just a shade that's more in tune with my skin is right now. And then I got Dose of Colors, and I got an eyeliner in the shade Loyal. And this one, again, I've opened it before, so it should be easy to open. It's really cool looking. It looks like a really sharp pen, but you can see it's got that kind of brown color there, and it's just a retractable eyeliner. So I will use that today. And then I got these. This is the only item that I have actually opened. This is the Incredible. They're little rollerball lip glosses, and they have stones in them. This one has quartz, and this one has amethyst in it. And I don't know, I just think that that is so cool. I actually really liked them. They're more like a lip oil than a lip gloss. Like, there's nothing sticky about them at all. They're very, very slippy. And I do really, really like them. Probably not gonna use it right now, because if I'm putting on a full face, I might as well put something on my lips besides a completely clear gloss. But I will say, I really, really love this. I just put it back in the packaging so that, unboxing, you can see it in the packaging. It's really pretty. They're absolutely beautiful. And I thought that they were definitely just going to be like, oh, it's a cool thing. I can just put it on my desk with my makeup and have people be like, oh, cool, you have swole people, as if anyone ever comes to my house because, COVID. But for the day, one day, hopefully not too far future with everyone getting vaccines, when people do come over, I can be like, look, I have lip glosses with stones in them. And they actually work really well. So I'll put those there. Okay. So I guess let's get started on the try-on portion of what we're doing here. I'm gonna move my mirror a little bit over just so I can see my face a little bit better in case I need it. I'm just gonna use the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer just to prime my skin a little bit because it's feeling dry today. We're just starting to get back into spring, and of course Canada, as usual, is always confused with what it wants to do, because we had a couple of weeks, more than 1 week, where it was bordering on summer. Like, we were getting up into like 20 degrees. It was just so beautiful. And then most of the last week has been very, very cold. I've had to bring my winter jacket back out, wear all my winter clothes again. It's been gloomy and raining all day, and I know April showers brings May flowers and that whole thing, and better that than a snowstorm, which we do usually get in April, but still it's been colder than I would like, but it's weather. And it's starting to get warmer today. It's not too bad outside, so maybe after this I will do a little neighborhood walk, as it is my day off today. All right, so let's give this tinted moisturizer a try, and hopefully it is in a shade that works for my skin. Let's grab one of my trusty brushes. Oh yeah, it looks a lot paler on camera because again, there's a ring light, but it's not, again, you know, tinted moisturizers. If it's a little bit dark, not the end of the world because it's tinted moisturizer. So I don't have to worry about it not blending into my skin. It has an interesting smell. It smells like one of those things where it's like unscented, but you can almost smell that they've used something to make it unscented. It's got that kind of smell to it where it's like I'm trying to figure out what it is, but at the same time I don't think I'm going to. This is really nice. This really just evens out my skin tone, which probably looks like I've put absolutely nothing on my face because the ring light really does make your skin look a lot more even and clear, which, I mean, it's not doing too bad, I'll be honest. My skin is doing pretty good considering mask life and all of that. I've got a pretty bad one right here, which you can still see because it's so raised. But it is evening out my skin. This is the kind of coverage that I like, where it's no real proper coverage. It just makes my skin look even and healthier. So this is a win for me. I like this and I'm actually really happy for it because I did get a tinted moisturizer a few months ago in another Boxy. And somehow in reorganizing, because where you can't see but in front of me here I have what is supposed to be our dining room table, but I just put it into a corner and turned it into a whole like makeup station. I lost it. So happy to have one again. All right, now let's try out the concealer. Do a little bit up top and just a little bit below because it's just a little bit too dark for what I'm looking for right now. Again, on camera, it looks like it's about my skin color, but in person, it's actually about a shade darker, which is not what you want with your concealer. You want it to be either your skin tone or a little bit lighter so it can brighten. But it's blending in with everything else because I do have such a sheer coverage. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know how I feel about this concealer. I think I like my, yeah, I definitely like my ColourPop one better. It seems to be clinging a little bit to a couple of dry patches that I have on my lid, which, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's just not what I prefer, considering I don't really have very dry skin. It's very combination bordering on oily. So if something makes my skin look dry, I tend to get very upset with it. All right, I'm going to use my Fenty powder, which I love so much. I just ripped the cap right off this because it has the cap where, like, you can see it has a little FB in there and it has a cap to keep everything closed. I don't bother with that because I just find that frustrating when I want to get my powder on quickly. Just snap that in. It always leaves like a big puff right where you put it on, even when I tap it off, because I tap it from here to the lid and it still just tends to puff, but it dissipates really easy and it doesn't actually leave any kind of like lavender tint on my skin at all. I really like it. It's matte, but it's not drying, and it has this amazing blurring effect where like my skin looks super perfect, especially because the ring light is on, but like even in my mirror now it looks like I have absolutely no pores. And my skin actually isn't looking a little bit pale. Again, in the camera, I can see that with the powder on, it's making it look a little bit pale. I'm guessing I'll probably get some flashback if I were to use or to take a picture with flash on, but that's probably also because it is the lavender powder, which is, you know, very light lavender. In person, it just looks like I have poreless skin, which is all I'm looking for. All right, so we don't have any bronzers or anything, or you know what? I do have a bronzer to use that I got from my influencer app thing. I got the Guerlain in the O2 Terracotta, which is absolutely going to be too dark for how pale I am right now, because, yeah, that's... we'll try it. We'll very gingerly try it and get one of my more loose brushes because I don't want this to go on very strongly. Use this one. All right. So just a couple of taps, tapping it off as much as possible. It does smell really good. Like this bronzer smells amazing. That was like the first thing that I noticed. And I ran over to Sean and made him smell it too. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I think the fact that it's a more cool toned bronzer is kind of to my favor right now with how pale I am. Because if it was more on the warm side, it would look probably very strange. All right, do my little tap down my nose like I always do. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. All right, I will be right back and with some blush and some highlighter on and probably my brows and get into the other items that I have here. All right. Okay, and I'm back. I've got a little bit of blush, a little bit of highlight, just, you know, a little touch, and my brows are on, so all good there. Okay, let's jump into the Natasha Denona palette. This I'm far more excited for than the concealer just because I've heard a lot of back and forth about her face products not necessarily being the best ever. And I mean, the concealer's not bad. It's just a little bit drying, and like I put my powder on very quickly after I applied it and I still have a little bit of creasing up in here and over here, and it just seems to be like instantly creasing. So not big on the concealer. We'll probably still use it just for a base for my eyeshadow depending on how well it sits, just so that I'm not wasting it, because again, this is, you know, I can't just give it away to somebody. I'm not seeing anybody right now and I can't donate it once I've tried it. But we'll see. All right, let's go in with this powder. I'm just starting with the lightest one as a base kind of transition-y shade. It's very nice. It's very soft. It's a very weirdly warm and color in this cool palette, I will say, because everything else in this palette is very cool, and this is a rather warm shade. Not quite sure why it's not was put in there. I think that if they did a like same color but like different tone, it would be better. So I'm gonna jump into the slightly darker but much more cool one and put that mostly over top, and then just see if I can blend it out a little bit further, because yeah, it is a little bit darker. So it's a lot darker, but at least it's more cool, which in a cool tone palette I kind of do want things to blend out a little bit better. Okay, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I don't think this is gonna be one of my favorite looks. Hopefully I like the other colors better. I mean, it's pigmented, which is nice, but it just, I don't know, it's making me remind me of my days when I was in my late teens or early 20s and I wanted to always have that, you know, kind of emo dead look. Which, don't get me wrong, has its day. It can come around October. That's what I'm doing every day. But when spring is coming and I want everything to be, you know, like light and bright, that's not quite it. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to try and finish the look anyway. I'm going to jump into the very dark one and just do like a little bit in the corners. Let's see how that is. Okay. I mean, compared to the other one, this one isn't as pigmented. I don't know if that's good or bad, because it's, I mean, it's a nicer color compared. It just, I'm having a lot of trouble. Let me just get a clean brush and see if I can just kind of get rid of some of this. I really don't like that. which is so, and usually whatever I do with my eyes, I always am like, ah, whatever, I'll just make it work and I'm fine, but not loving this. And I was so excited when I saw that I had this palette too, because I've, you know, seen a couple of unboxing videos and seen what people got, and a lot of people seem to have gotten this like very, very bright palette, which don't get me wrong, I love colorful, I love brights, but I have a lot of bright colors, and I find that more often than not these days, I don't know, it's like the whole 30s thing. Been watching too much Teresa is Dead, the whole I'm in my mid 30s and I'm now basic. I'm definitely falling into that. I don't know what I just did there. That was a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. But I'm liking things to be a lot more just basic. Now I gotta try and blend that with this. Apparently I'm going to have like super smoky raccoon eyes today. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is what happens when you don't film in a long time. And it's not that I haven't been wearing makeup. I have. Not as much as usual, but I have been wearing makeup on a fairly regular basis, but apparently put a camera in front of me, I suddenly forget how to apply it. I don't know what I'm doing. Ugh. I almost want to put those lashes on now because, you know, lashes kind of fix everything in that way, but I really don't want to wear lashes. I've worn them, I think once since I got married in the summer, and I took them off within like an hour or so. I was just, nope, not having it, not doing it, don't like it. They suddenly felt very, very heavy on my eye, I think just because I really just don't wear them anymore. And I found that I've always had sensitive eyes, but since wearing the masks all day, every day, they've gotten that much more sensitive. Can you just blend a little bit more? This color just doesn't want to blend. It's like, I don't really mind if it's a little bit heavier below, I just want it to blend. Yeah, I'm not liking this palette so far. I don't know. Alright, let's put on some shimmer and see if that helps. I really, really like this shimmer. So hopefully it's everything I want it to be and more. I'm just going to apply it with my finger. Okay, yeah. So the shimmer is good. The shimmer is making me a lot happier overall with the whole palette. That is, oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I like this. I like this whole palette just for that. Yeah, that is so nice. And like, I have another one of her palettes kicking around somewhere. I don't remember if I got that before I stopped filming or after. But I do find that I like those mattes a little bit better. I do find that they blend a little bit more. But the same goes for the shimmers though, in those ones to these ones, where they just are absolutely beautiful. I was going to use this as an inner corner highlight, by the way. Can you even see that? Let me put on this color here. But it is... okay, it's really pigmented in person. Yeah, you can see that's way too dark to be any kind of highlight of any kind on my skin right now. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this and put on a little bit of mascara, a little bit of lips. Give me a moment and I'll come back and tell you what I thought of all the products that I just tried. No, forgot eyeliner. Got to put on the eyeliner first. So I was going to put that in my waterline. Yes, I am tugging on my eye a little bit, and I know that you're not supposed to, but here I am doing it anyway. And then I'm going to put a little bit just below for a little bit of added definition. See, I like this. This is nice. It's smooth. It's not so creamy that I find that it's getting everywhere. It's just creamy enough that it's gliding where I want it to glide and allowing me to build up where I want to build it up. Don't know how long it'll stay because I have the most watery eyes ever, but we shall see. We shall see, and we will hope for the best. Okay, so yes, give me one moment. I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back. I've put on a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of mascara, which makes the raccoon eyes, if anything, look a little bit more pronounced, but this is where we're at. Um, very kind of up in the air about this palette. Really, really love this color. That seems to be the only one so far, and I'm of the opinion where if the only thing you like about a palette is a single shade, even if it's a mini, like, come on, like, you need to want to use more than one shade in the whole thing. This other shimmer is pretty, but it's one that honestly I have in a lot of other palettes, because it's that kind of basic, kind of rosy, kind of bronzy shade, especially since my wedding colors were copper and bronze and all that. I have a collection of these. This is really the only one that's kind of standing out. I thought this was going to be one of my more favorite colors because it's a very cool brown, which I love cool tones, but it's awful. It didn't blend. It kind of just went everywhere, but wouldn't like smooth out. Like usually, you know, you can just tap off, just use a little bit, tap it off, blend it out, and it's good to go. That just kept like almost like expanding, but even though I was doing like circular motions, it was like making a box on my eye. Did not like it. Again, this deep cool brown, I should love that. I have that in another palette that I got quite a long time ago, to the point where the pattern's not working as great as it used to. So really happy to have this kind of a color back, but it gave me like instant raccoon eyes. It was just kind of like, again, dispersing everywhere and not blending. I think that's what I'm not liking, is I'm not liking there's like no blendability. The only color that really blended that was a matte was this warm toned kind of tan, which is not really needed in a super cool toned palette otherwise. It just kind of looks a little bit off, which is why I went to go and put this one over top. So not super happy about this. And that being said, not super happy with the concealer either. Like the fact that it's slightly too dark for my skin, I'm not even taking that into effect because that's not Boxycharm's fault. Like I have everything listed. I think I have my settings set to like more of my like summer tone, which, so, you know, that's fine. It's more the formula that I put a powder on it right away. I love that Fenty powder. I've been using it for quite a while now, just about every day, on top of all of my other tinted moisturizers, concealers, everything, and never had an issue. This still somehow managed to crease, and that is a pretty like matte powder. It's not heavy, but because it does have a very strong blurring effect, and I do find it to be more on the matte side, and this still managed to get through and crease within like seconds, and it kept creasing. And so not big on the concealer. So Natasha Denona was not a win, unfortunately, this time around. So far I am liking the Dose of Colors eyeliner, but I've been wearing it for what, like 10 minutes, so I can't do like a real review on it yet. I don't know how it'll last by the end of the day, if it'll be in my waterline or not. Again, haven't tried this except for putting it on my hand, which is just glowy. Though this, my hand where I put this, which is probably bordering on like half an hour to an hour ago now, does feel really smooth. Like there's no tackiness, no stickiness. So I feel like I could put this on my skin and be just fine, because I know that's a big issue with a lot of like the body shimmers, where they get really, really sticky. And then you just feel gross because you don't want to go out in the sun and be walking around in the heat and being sticky. That's just not great. So this feels awesome. Again, it's the Eloise Body Shimmer in Champagne Rich, and looking forward to using that all summer long. Haven't tried the Wander Beauty because that is for nighttime, or the shower gel, or the lashes. Absolutely love the lip gloss and the powder. Again, use the lavender today. Got the butter in the Boxycharm. In this Boxycharm, this is from a different one, but it's the exact same powder, just a different shade. That one's more for summer. This one's where I am right now. Oh, the tinted moisturizer. So far, again, a win. Another thing where not gonna really know how much I love it until I've been wearing the makeup for longer than a half an hour to an hour. I want to see if my skin breaks out throughout the day, if it starts to get oily, or if it kind of stays looking even and nice. But first impression, the Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer, A+. And I think that's it for the stuff that I like kind of pulled out, because there's like the shower gel and the lashes, but I didn't try that. Oh, and the makeup remover wipes, but again, haven't tried that. But I have a lot of those kind of items where it's like the reusable makeup wipes, makeup pads, whatever, and they've all worked really well. Really happy that that one comes with the bag to put in the laundry. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Hope that you kind of like this look that I came up with using my products. Not the biggest fan, but you know, not every time is going to be a win. I do have generally really good luck with my Boxycharms, being really happy using most of the items, if not all of the items, and loving them. But you know, there's gonna be some misses. This month were just more misses than wins, but that's okay. Hopefully next month is better. And yeah, anyways, oh my gosh, my hair is terrible today. Good to be back. I'm probably going to stop this video and go right into filming an update video as to why I've been gone for over a year, though I mean it's COVID, a lot of people have. And yeah, hope you're all having a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye.